So first we'll bring up our first speaker. His name is John Hugh Edwards, and he is from Sydney Mines and lives in Ross Ferry. He spent 20 years at St. FX at the Extension Department at the Coady International Institute. For the last 6, he has worked in Ottawa for the Canadian Labour Congress and as a national representative and senior researcher in social and economic policy. And now he's back in Cape Breton, and he's looking forward to summer sailing his almost newish Alberg 22 sailboat that will be plucked and dropped in the water shortly. He's now the executive director of a new community organization called Share, Support, and Recovery, which addresses the needs in affordable housing and employment for people recovering from mental illness and addiction. So please help me welcome John Hugh Edwards.
Thank you. The sound man tells me to stay about this close. Am I right, Ray? Right. But I won't stay here very long because I have to go over to my flip chart. My friend and schoolmate, Blair Gazouf from Sydney Mines, also tells me that I should tell you that I'm gonna just tell you a few things tonight. If you don't like it, you can all F off. It's a standard Sydney Mines greeting. However, I'm not going to give you the speech of my life tonight. I'm going to give you a very quick blurb. In fact, I've got on this flip chart here 8 sheets, and I've got 7 minutes to show you what's on those sheets. Anyway, I'm home here for a particular reason other than my mother's here and my sisters are here, my brother's here, and my house is here. I'm home to do a particular job, and the job is working with a new community organization, one of the major partners of which is New Dawn. And as some of you may know, when you're hired for any kind of a job, at least peripherally connected to New Dawn, other things come with it, and one of those other things is tonight. So that's why I'm here. Anyway, I'm going to give you a quick look at a particular community issue and a particular community response to that issue. So just bear with me and I'll whip through my flip charts and then we'll be on to the music, okay? So, sorry Ray, I'm going to move this over a little bit. And as I said to Blair, I appreciate if there's no snickering about my artwork on these things. It's not my forte. So we have an issue, and the issue is this. The issue is recovery from mental illness and addictions. This is a particular issue in our communities, but it's a particular issue in many communities, most communities, in fact. That's our issue. We have people among us who are attempting to recover from mental illness or addictions. So, with that issue, what are the fundamental needs? Here's the artwork. Fundamental needs. First of all, a warm, dry place to live. Fundamental need when one is always, but particularly when one is attempting to recover from mental illness or addictions. The other one is work. So housing, a warm, dry place to live, and work. I've put in dollars, wages, and a happy face. That's about self-esteem, getting up in the morning, having something to do. These are key fundamental pieces of the building blocks for recovery. So, we have the issue, we have some fundamental needs, and there has been a lot of community responses, as there is in many communities. A lot of community responses from the volunteer sector, from government sector, and so on, attempting to support people as they are in recovery. In our community, there's been a couple of specific ones that I think people need to have a look at. One of them is called Shimmy, which is an affordable, supported housing effort in the community. Shimmy stands for Supported Housing for Individuals with Mental Illness. So it's affordable housing and supported housing. The support is that people can live in warm, dry, well-lit units, apartment units, for $525 a month, which is the maximum one can receive as a housing allowance from community services. So that's affordable and supported. That's on the housing side. There also has been a terrific effort in this community around employment, which is a move from the old model of sheltered workshops where we pay people a stipend and they can make things whether the market wanted them or not. We're now in an era where we're talking about real jobs for real wages, working on social enterprises, building actual businesses that people can work in as they work through their recovery. So Pathways in this community has, in fact, 3 viable social enterprises running at the moment. A property maintenance program where there can be anywhere between 10 and 20, up to 30 people working in it. A wood workshop, building mostly at this point, lawn furniture, outdoor furniture. We're looking to expand our markets there. And a print shop operation. 3 social enterprises, real jobs for real wages. So these are terrific community efforts to address the needs of people who are attempting to recover from mental illness. It's great work. Not enough, though. Doesn't meet the need. Over the past years, the people working on the Shimmy program have actually built or renovated 22 units in the CBRM. Terrific work, but it doesn't come close to meeting the needs. We could build another 100, and we still wouldn't be meeting the needs. So that's a problem. So these are terrific programs, haven't met the needs. So, and here, watch this one. This is a real nice piece of art. Here's an umbrella. So we're looking at building it now, a community umbrella organization, temporarily at least, called Share, Support, and Recovery, to address those needs as an umbrella. So we can maximize our efforts, if you will, around providing housing, supported and affordable, and real jobs for real wages. Build those out. So on the 2nd or 4th of February, I was hired to be the first employee of the umbrella organization, although there are people working for both the Shimmy and the Pathways folks already. So we're just getting started. This is like a commercial. Not a real coming out party, but a commercial. So this umbrella organization was put together by 3 key organizations. First of all, the Cape Breton District Health Authority, as most people in Cape Breton call it, the hospital. Although it's a lot more than that, as most of you know, but that's what we call it, the hospital. New Dawn Enterprises, everybody in this room knows that. If they don't, that's another speaker who needs to talk about that. And interestingly enough, the Sydney Credit Union, through its charitable foundation, there have been critics of the Sydney Credit Union as a financial cooperative and the kind of contribution it's making to the community. They've really come to the table and put up real dollars, $250,000 over 2 years to build this organization. New Dawn, of course, now moving, we could say, generations been involved in building this community. And so it's an interesting partnership where we have government, community development organization, and the credit union working together. But they're not all. So, other people involved, community services. The Department of Community Services in the province puts significant dollars and effort into these efforts. A lot of community volunteers. There's staff people, as I say, who are working on the affordable and supported housing and on the Pathway social enterprises. There's the people that we serve. In fact, myself and some of the staff people had a meeting this morning, a general meeting of the people who are working in the social enterprises. Very successful. We talked about where they thought the organization should be going, what things it needed to change or improve. So they're very integral to it. And of course, there's federal funding involved too, through the community initiative on homelessness in the country. So there we are. We've started. First employee hired February 2nd or 4th, whatever it was. Moving forward, we hope you'll be seeing a lot more of it. We'll hope you'll be willing to support it. Our problem is, of course, among others, there is a stigma about this kind of work. Mental health is not the most popular issue in communities, but more importantly, for us, I think we've got a problem with addictions where people say, well, that's their own fault, right? You can fix it yourself. So there are some issues here that may not be fully supportive. I know everybody in this room, of course, would be supportive of this. So you'll be hearing a lot more from us. I think I'm over time. Thanks a lot.